There's a financial trap so common, so normal, that most people never realize they're inside it until years have already passed. It doesn't care if you're a baby boomer, Gen X, millennial, or Gen Z, it simply changes outfits. Picture a warm Sunday evening in suburban Texas. Smoke rises from the grill, country music hums softly from a patio speaker. Four generations of one family gather in the backyard of Daniel Carter's home. From the street, it looks like success. Inside the people sitting there, it feels very different. Welcome back to Money Made Simple. I spend way too much time thinking about simplifying money and breaking down money to the simplest form. If you are someone who feels like you are working harder every single year, but your bank balance never seems to go up, hit that subscribe button. Daniel is 46. Generation X. Regional Sales Director, crisp polo shirt. Nice watch. New SUV in the driveway. The SUV payment is $1,280 a month. No one mentions that. His mother, Linda, is 69. A baby boomer, retired school administrator. She owns the family home she bought decades ago. It has tripled in value since the 1990s. Yet she still works part-time 3 days a week. Not because she loves staying busy, because numbers don't lie. Daniel's younger cousin Ryan is 36, a millennial. He works remotely in digital operations. Smart, funny, respected by friends. He rents a downtown apartment. He's traveled to 12 countries. He also checks his bank app before every payday. Then there's Ava, 24 years old, Gen Z. She manages content for a startup, tracks market news on her phone, knows what ETFs are, and talks about compound growth like she invented it. She invests $150 a month. She spends twice that on looking like someone who invests $5,000 a month. Four people, four generations, four different lives, one identical trap. And the trap never feels dangerous. It feels responsible. It feels earned. It feels like progress. That's why it works. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Marcus, and today we're breaking down the hidden financial trap every generation falls into, and how it disguises itself differently every single time. Let's start with the oldest version of the trap. Linda grew up watching her parents struggle with unstable rent, sudden moves, and financial uncertainty. So she learned one lesson early: buy a home and you'll be safe. That belief shaped everything. She bought a modest house young, paid every mortgage bill on time, repaired every roof leak, replaced every appliance, planted every flower bed. Neighbors admired her discipline. Family praised her wisdom. Today, on paper, Linda looks wealthy. But paper wealth and spendable wealth are not the same thing. Her house can't pay for groceries. It can't cover rising healthcare costs. It can't generate monthly retirement income unless she sells it, borrows against it, or leaves it. That's the part no one talks about. A home can be a wonderful asset, but when it becomes your entire retirement plan, it turns into a trap. Because appreciation is not income. And many people confuse the two for decades. Linda did everything right according to her generation's rules. Work hard, buy property, stay put. But security built only on one asset is fragile security. The solution now isn't shame, it's adjustment. Downsize if needed. Unlock equity strategically, or create income from unused space. The point is simple. A house should support your future, not become the future. Daniel grew up during the rise of visible success. Big houses, nice cars, career titles, vacation photos. By the time he reached his prime earning years, he believed something deeply. If income rises, lifestyle should rise with it. So it did. First came the nicer apartment, then the larger home, then the upgraded SUV, then the country club membership, then annual vacations that somehow became mandatory. Each step felt reasonable after all. He could afford the monthly payment. That phrase has trapped millions of people because affordability is often measured monthly, while wealth is measured over decades. Daniel's raise never really became wealth. It became leather seats, square footage, higher insurance premiums, bigger maintenance bills, recurring subscriptions nobody uses. From the outside, Daniel appears ahead. Inside spreadsheets, he's behind. Retirement contributions are inconsistent. Debt balances remain. Stress levels rise every year despite higher income. That is the Gen X trap. Mistaking lifestyle expansion for financial progress. And it happens quietly. No dramatic collapse, no headline disaster. Just years of earnings flowing into symbols instead of assets. The fix? Use the half-raise rule. Every raise you get, Half improves your future, half improves your life. That means if income rises by $1,000 monthly, $500 goes to investing first, not last. First, and the two biggest decisions always deserve caution: cars and homes. Because those two categories can consume decades of potential wealth faster than almost anything else. Driving a paid-off vehicle isn't failure. Keeping housing below your maximum isn't weakness. Sometimes restraint is the most profitable move in the room. Ryan entered adulthood during chaos. Layoffs, student debt, housing prices climbing faster than wages. Promises made to his generation often arrived late, or not at all. So a new message became popular. Forget ownership, collect experiences, travel now, live now. Memories matter more than mortgages. And to be fair, there's truth in that. Experiences can bring joy, growth, connection, perspective. But truth becomes dangerous when turned into an excuse. Ryan began using experiences not as balance, but as replacement. Whenever saving felt impossible, spending felt justified. He told himself he was choosing life over materialism. But slowly, another reality formed. No emergency fund, minimal investments, debt lingering longer than expected, a future always postponed. Because while memories are valuable, they do not compound. And that's where many people stop thinking. Ryan isn't reckless, he's reacting to an economy that frustrated him. But reaction is not strategy. The real answer is not zero experiences. It's controlled experiences with automatic wealth building underneath them. Take one unforgettable trip instead of 4 forgettable ones. Invest the difference every year. Create both stories and security. Because freedom later feels even better than photos now. Ava is sharp. She understands investing terms that confused older generations for decades. She knows what index funds are. She knows inflation matters. She knows starting young is powerful. That knowledge is real. But modern traps don't need ignorance. They only need distraction. Every day, Ava scrolls through people her age showing curated success. Minimalist apartments, perfect skincare shelves, luxury coffee routines, designer basics, desk setups glowing under LED lights. Everyone appears productive, rich, disciplined, thriving. A better phone, trend clothing, expensive wellness products, accessories that signal status. Monthly spending rises quietly. Meanwhile, her investment account grows slowly in the background. This is the Gen Z trap. Not being broke, looking wealthy while staying ordinary. Because social media rewards appearance immediately. Markets reward patience silently, and silence is harder to compete with. Ava doesn't need more information. She needs a new scoreboard. The smartest flex at 24 is not a luxury lifestyle financed by stress. It's ownership, assets, consistency, time. No one applauds a Roth contribution online. If Ava redirected image spending into investments monthly, the future version of her life would look more impressive than anything she could post today. Linda trusted the house. Daniel trusted the lifestyle. Ryan trusted experiences. Ava trusted appearances. Different stories, same mechanics. Two forces power nearly all of them. 1. Inflation. Inflation quietly reduces the value of idle money. Cash sitting too long loses strength. Savings without growth fall behind. Prices move whether you move or not. That means doing nothing financially is still a decision, with consequences. 2. Debt brings future income into the present. Sometimes wisely, often casually. The monthly payment looks harmless. The total years of payments tell the real story. Debt steals flexibility first, then peace, then opportunity. When inflation weakens savings and debt consumes income, wealth building becomes harder every year. That's why so many people earn decent money, yet feel stuck. Why the trap feels so normal. Because every trap is sold as identity. For boomers, own property. For Gen X, upgrade your lifestyle. For millennials, live for experiences. For Gen Z, curate your success. None of these messages sound harmful. That's exactly why they spread. Culture rarely says, build boring assets for 20 years. But that sentence creates more freedom than most glamorous advice ever will. Many definitions of success were designed by people who profit when you chase them. Banks profit from oversized loans. Brands profit from insecurity. Apps profit from impulsive spending. Platforms profit from comparison. That doesn't mean everything is evil. It means incentives matter. Whenever money leaves your pocket, ask one question. Who benefits most from this decision? If the answer is mostly someone else, pause. If the answer is future you, pay attention. Final thought. The trap is not your generation. The trap is sequence. Build the image first, and you may spend years protecting it. Build the foundation first, and the image often arrives naturally later. Every generation gets offered a different costume: security, luxury, freedom, sophistication. But underneath, it's the same trap. And the moment you recognize it, you're already ahead of most people. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and stay close, because the next level of wealth usually begins the moment you stop trying to look wealthy. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video. Subscribe to Money Made Simple, and I will see you in the next one.